What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes. And today we're going to be going over kind of the free-to-play slash low spenders guide on how to approach Gate of the Void and what to focus on. Because let's be honest, majority, large, like 99% of the player base is not building Sword Flashia day one. They are the everyday player just like you. Either low spender, no spender, anything like that. So let's go over the different features that you should try to focus on and try to enhance your abilities in Gate of the Void and the new PvE modes, as well as talk about what you should purchase and what you should be. So jumping into Gate of the Void, the first and biggest thing you see here is the Compass of the Transcended. So this is where you are going to summon for the Void Shia copy, the Sword Flash Shia heart that you need to get. But one thing to note here is it does require all 300 summons to happen in order to get the copy that you need to turn Shia into Sword Flash Shia. So as a free-to-play player, you are most likely not going to be wanting to do this method to get the new heroes in the future. But yeah, overall, this is where you're going to be doing summoning. You are going to be able to pick from two different sides here. So you have the left side and the right side. The left side is going to be your normal faction heroes. These are the ones you're gonna pick as a bonus as you use the resources. Let's make sure we get the name of this one right here. I forget the actual name. It is Core of Transcendence. So these are going to be purchasable every single day for 1,500 gems. Yes, it is very expensive. If you are a low spender, free to play, I highly recommend you do not buy these. Continue getting profit orbs or whatever you normally do. These are going to be kind of like a bonus. The other way to get these are in the Transcendence package. And of course, like we've talked about, it is a ridiculous amount of money to actually get the new Sword Flashia day one. So don't even consider touching any of these packs whatsoever. But that is what you're going to use here. You're going to be able to pick different heroes for both sides. They get bonuses every single time you do a summon and you do not get that copy of a hero. Their percentages will go up. And of course, if you do manage to get to 300, you'll get the hero. But let's be honest, guys, nobody here watching this video should really even consider doing this. Even if you were to buy one of these currency every single day, it would take you about 280 days in order to summon a guaranteed hero. Now, if that's something you want to do, you want to invest 3/4 of a year into buying these, that's 100% cool. It's great. These summons are guaranteed 5-star summons. So as you see here, every single hero, yes, including Tix, who just came out, is included in here. You can get light fodder, dark fodder, you can get elite heroes, you can get fodder heroes, you can get everything, even carry copies, Russell, every single hero. So it is a very good value, but not a value free to play or low spenders should really chase after, because you do get guaranteed a 5-star every single summon. But in reality, this isn't going to help you, because what you need to focus on is you need to focus on doing profit orb events, even heroic scroll events. You need to do completions of events for the bonus rewards. That's going to help you a ton. Plus, it is going to get you relics as well. So mostly you're going to stay away, but if you do come across some, you can use them up and try to get the hero copies that you need. It is a nice little bonus compared to swaps, things like that in profit orb tree. It's a nice benefit. So Evolution Cube is where you will make your Void heroes. For right now, we just have Sword Flash Shia. Of course, you see the heart right here, but the other way, and the way that you guys are going to want to try to focus on getting this Void hero in the future, whether it's Shia, whether it's Queen, Asmodel, or way further down the road, are these resources right here. These are actually called crystals, I think, Crystal of Transcendence. So you're going to have to save up 5 million of it. I know, guys, that's an absolute ton. On average, you're going to be able to get 20 to 30,000 a day, just starting out at the basic levels of the Door of the Void. The Realm's Gate is what they're calling it now. You're going to be able to get that. So it's going to take you about 200 days of doing the Void every single day, not wasting any of your energies, any of your attempts, any of that stuff. And you can get a hero. But that's 100% free. You guys don't have to do anything. There are ways to get these heroes honestly even easier than it is getting heroic summoning scrolls and saving up, because you don't need to have monthly packages, you don't need gems, you don't need to save, you just need to play the game mode. Again, as more modes come out, because there are a couple spaces here that are coming soon, as you see here, there are going to be additional PvE modes from the sounds of it, giving more resources, which means you'll be able to stack these up even faster, most likely, and get your heroes for free. So it might feel bad to see people running around like Barry Gaming here. Just ignore me. I'm a whale. Don't even consider it. Free to play, low spender. That's what we're talking about. You're going to want to try to get this hero for free. Start collecting up those resources. It looks like we've gotten 14,000 in the first day. But again, we're on one of the lowest difficulties there is. Obelisk of Heroes. Don't even bother with this. This is basically for whales. Yeah, I mean, you see Barry in there too. These are for the top of the top players that just have tons of E5 heroes. It's kind of cool to be able to look through and see your name. But beyond that, if you're not a spender, you're not going to want to even bother looking at it unless you just want to see who the hero or who the players are that have those amazing lineups. So Void Temple is something very important for free to play. Sealand isn't going to be as important because as a free to play or low spender, it's going to be very difficult getting multiple different factions completed to Sealand 20. But if you do, it will increase the damage done to those opponents by 30% in Gate of the Void. So it's kind of important, but not necessarily. I mean, it's all relevant to the difficulty that you pick. So it's okay. It's okay. Tower of Oblivion. These are going to be helpful too. Level 500 should be pretty simple for just about everybody out there with at least like one, maybe two E5 heroes. It does give you HP bonuses. It's great. If you can finish the story all the way to 650, even better, but it's not something you really need to stress about. Campaign is great. Based on the level you finish, you'll get more spirit and gold in auto battle. Nice little perk bonus. Broken Spaces. If you can finish all 7 levels, you will get 15% more resources in the Realms Gate in this new PvE mode, which includes those Crystals of a Transcendence. So that is going to be very, very important for you progressing towards a Void hero as a free-to-play or low spender. And last, Aspen Dungeon. This is the big one that's going to affect you in every part of the game. That is clearing certain difficulties of Aspen Dungeon will let you level your heroes even more. So as a free-to-play low spender, you should be able to get to Death 1 with one solid E5 hero. I feel like a good majority of people are there. If you need help getting to Death 1, jump on over the Idle Heroes Discord or our Discord. We got links in the description down below. People will be able to help you out, give you some tips, get you there. Death 100, Death 100, clearing Death. Not something you should make on your goal list. It's only an additional 5 levels, but it is something to consider. So that covers most of that there. Remember, to get into the Void, you are going to have at least one E5 hero to enter it. I know some people are a little mad about that, but there's a very good reason, as that is because the difficulty in our Realms Gate here, you need at least an E5 hero to survive a lot of this. So I kind of like this decision. Some of you might not like it. I like it because my good old motto and every one of our guides on the channel talk about taking one hero like a Horus, a Penny, a Delacium, Garuda, and taking them up to E5 as fast as possible. You do not build multiple heroes. You focus on one hero, get them up so you can complete a high-level Sealand for food. Now there's a second reason, and that is to unlock the Void so that you can start getting those free-to-play resources to build some Void heroes. So Realms Gate, there's a few things we're going to go over here. We're going to touch base on a little bit. You'll be able to see in the future more videos that we go through and tell you a little bit more about these maps. But there are 5 levels per map. Every time you can complete a level, you will get down in the bottom left-hand corner. I know, I'm blocking it. Sorry, guys. But you will get Void Corruption levels. So depending on how strong your team is, you are going to want to set this difficulty. By default, you can maximize it up to level 10 when you first step into the Void. If you have multiple E5 heroes, you should be fine doing it. If you only have one E5 hero, you need to find the sweet spot. The goal here is to be able to come in here, enter into fights, and be able to kill the enemy fight, the enemy team, with one attack. You don't want to waste energy. You don't want to burn any extra time. These are fights very similar to Tower, but not anywhere near as difficult. But as you see here, I mean, my team still takes quite a bit of damage, and we have quite a few E5 heroes, even ones that are maxed out to 345. So it's not like it's a very easy mode. If you only have one hero, it can get difficult. If you have a hero like a Horus will do very, very good in the void for you. So that is something to consider. There are some different tiles and some paths that you need to plan ahead. So I like this little save path tool. It helps you plan out what you want to do. Is number one, there's one thing you want to prioritize beyond everything else, and that is void treasure tiles. So we sadly don't have any on here, but they look very similar to these normal treasure tiles. If you see a void treasure, you can just click around, see what they are if you're not sure what the symbols are. If you see a void treasure tile, make sure you go to that path. You cannot do any zigzagging. You can't turn. You can't go up and down. You can only move to the right, left to right. If I'm right here on this tile right here, and I move up to this boss tile, I cannot move down to this one. I have to keep moving and progressing right. Question marks are interesting. You really don't know what you're going to get for that, so you kind of have to, if you want to try to go for it, you can. The big ones after that void treasure are these mining nodes. They give tons of resources. You want to plan your path, which is why I took this bottom path to hit this right here. Beyond that, you have ones called void crystals. These will have a crystal on the layer that will give your team a buff for your run. Your run only lasts the 5 layers. Once you complete 5 layers, fight the final boss, you reset back to the first layer, lose all those extra buffs. But it is a great one to try to find. So like for me, I'm going to try to run essentially this path right here. These are like mini boss ones. You always have to face them. Simple as that. This is essentially the path I'm going to go for because that is going to maximize my resource generation on this map. Once you get to this far right side of the map and you beat the last trial of Puppet, you will jump down to the next layer. As you jump down layers, you will get an additional point of void corruption to add in. So by default, you have 10. I'm on layer 2. I can now bump it up to level 11, which means more difficult bosses, more difficult mobs, but you also generate more resources, which is going to be very important for getting those free to play void heroes, getting all those crystals that you need to actually unlock the void hero. So one thing you guys never, ever, ever want to do is smash. So smashing will take about 4 hours for a full energy bar up here. You have 240 energy max, which is essentially, you get one every 6 minutes, which means you will fill this bar up every 24 hours. So smash, stay away from it. I know it could be convenient if you don't have time. I mean, if you don't have time, you can hit smash, but I really don't recommend it overall. You will lose out on resources. You lose out on time. Not a fan of it. So try to stay away from that part of this game mode. We will go a little bit more in depth in the actual battle in the Realms Gate in the future. But yeah, that pretty much covers just about everything I wanted to. Again, focus on that first E5 hero. If you are sadly not able to unlock this mode yet, focus all your food into that one E5 hero. Once you're in here, definitely play the game of saving up for these crystals right here so you can get a hero. We do know we are going to get Queen and Asmodel in the future, probably about 3 to 4 months down the road for each one of them. So one of them will come around Christmas time, New Year's. The other one will come in March, April. So hopefully this helps you guys out. I figured, I know I do a lot of whale stuff on this channel. I want to make sure you guys have a game plan, know what you need to focus on, and how to spend your resources. So if you have any questions, drop it down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button too. We have tons of giveaways in the links in the description, so go check those out. Hit that sub button. See you guys next time.